You guys are all blaming China, you're blaming us, but it's really your own fault. And America now needs a revolution.
They rob you blind and you thank them for it. That's a tragedy. That's a scam. Americans, you don't need a tariff. You need a revolution.
How y'all doing? Welcome back to America First Golden Age, where we go over everything. We want to see what's going on with China, America, and we want to see what's going on in Dubai. They claim America is great, but we know they ain't taking good care of us. It's kind of messed up. This is not a sports video. This is more of like what's going on when, our country, what we need to fix, what's going on in the world. Absolutely, absolutely. So we're going to check out a couple videos and see what's going on.
You guys are all blaming China, you're blaming us, but it's really your own fault. And America now needs a revolution.
They rob you blind and you thank them for it. That's a tragedy. That's a scam. That's why I'm saying this right now. Americans, you don't need a tariff. You need a revolution. For decades, your government and oligarchs ship your job to China, not for diplomacy, not for peace, but to exploit cheap laborers. And in the process, they hollowed out your middle class, crushed your working class, and told you to be proud while they sold your future for profit. And yes, China made money, but we used it to build roads, lift millions out of poverty, fund healthcare, raise living standard. We reinvested in our people. My family also benefited from it. What did your oligarchs do? They bought yachts, private jets, mansions with golf course driveways. They manipulate the market, dodged tax, and poured billions into endless wars. And you get stagnated wages, crippling healthcare cost, cheap dopamine, debt, and flagged wave property made in China while they pick your pocket. For 40 years, both China and the United States benefit from the trade, the manufacturing, but only one of us use that wealth to build. This isn't China's fault. This is yours. You let this happen. You let the oligarchs feed you lies while they made you fat, poor, and addicted. Now they blame China for mess they made. I don't think so. I don't think you need another tariff. You need to wake up. You need to take your country back. I think you need a revolution.
So y'all just heard it. That is the truth. It starts with us here in America, the U.S. citizens. We allow other U.S. citizens that's rich and powerful to set up manufacturing outside the United States. What do you think if all the jobs is going overseas, what eventually is going to happen, and nothing is manufactured here? And we know the reason they left. They left because of cheap wages. That's exactly it. Now all of a sudden, the jobs ain't paying nothing. Everybody in debt. Why they constantly getting rich and not looking out for the U.S. citizens to give us an excuse to tell us America is great? How America great when all the citizens in debt, whether it's through school or predatory lending, through mortgages? High mortgages rate, come on. Interest rates on everything. People got to work 3 to 4 jobs. That ain't normal. People don't have time to raise their kids, spend time with their family, a quality of life. In America, we don't have time for quality of life, and that's just the truth. And we got to change that. We got to change that. And we all got to speak out against what's going on, what the government been doing. The government been used by the high, powerful, rich, and wealthy for years. And we not just talking about rich and wealthy like the Rothschilds and Rockefeller. Man, it's so many people that's Americans that's not helping American citizens, just constantly robbing us blind. And that got to stop, man. That got to stop. Take better care of the people. It's bad. It's real bad, and a lot of people is upset. I'm upset. And we need to be upset, but this is how we start change. We got to start talking about real things. We got to talk about it. Absolutely. I'm very disappointed in the government for a long time. We've been seeing it. What we sitting back doing, just letting them treat us like this. No, what we got to do is talk to each other. And then we got to start protesting that. They want to protest about anti-Semitism and this and that. Everything got to do with the U.S. Yeah, they constantly giving money to Israel and they ain't doing nothing for the U.S. citizens. Come on. We supposed to have a mineral deal with Ukraine. They ain't signed that yet. Come on, man. Take care of the U.S. citizens. Take care of the U.S. citizens. And I'm not talking about a little bit. How they get the immigrants a couple of thousand a month to be here and do nothing for the U.S. citizens? They gave nothing to the U.S. citizens. Never did nothing like that.
We were without working, we are seasonal workers. So we've been out of work for about 4 or 5 months, right? So we went to, we received an assistance from the Department of Families. So they gave me a card with $500 and I am grateful, But what I want to tell you guys is that at the same time that I went, we are a family of 5, and they gave us $500, $100 each. But what gets me is that at the same time, I went with a family from Venezuela, family of 5. I asked them, how much did you get? They gave them $3,500. And this is why most American citizens are really pissed off. You know, we work hard. We paid our taxes, we contribute to society, and we are second-class citizens. Once again, I am grateful because I am spending my money and food for my home, you know, but we as Americans, we got $500. I guess I had to be an immigrant to get $3,500. And I'm serious, this is the truth.
And then you talking about during COVID, they give everybody a stimulus check for $1,400 one time. When every month they was giving it to the immigrants. That can't work. That can't work, man. You know, this ain't a Trump or a Harris thing or left or right and all this. Man, everybody just U.S. citizens. All those is distractions. Man, we got to take better care of the people. That's what we got to do. We need to build up our cities. We need to make a quality life better for the people, especially for the young people coming into the world. We need to take care of their seniors. Why we ain't taking care of the elderly? You trying to tell me this the best we could do? Man, they living good other places. Why they try to tell us China doing this, China doing that. China over there building. You see, yeah.
Now, he has a point. We've been hearing for years now that China is cheating, that they've rigged the system, broken the rules, stolen their way to prosperity. You'll hear terms like forced technology transfers, intellectual property theft, state subsidies, dumping, currency manipulation. And yes, these are serious issues. But if we really want to understand what happened over the last 30 years, why America lost millions of good-paying jobs, why our infrastructure is collapsing, why theirs is rising, why China now leads the world in manufacturing EVs and high-speed rail, we need to look past the slogans and ask the uncomfortable question, is China really cheating, or did our own elites simply sell us out? For years, foreign companies wanting to access to the Chinese market had to partner with Chinese firms and share their proprietary technology. That's called a forced technology transfer. Critics say this gave China an unfair advantage, but let's be honest, no one was forced. Western firms wanted a slice of the biggest market on earth. They willingly traded tech for profits. And China said, we'll let you in, but you have to teach us how to build. And we said, yes, over and over and over again, because our CEOs weren't thinking 20 years ahead. They were thinking about their next quarterly earnings call. Yes, there's IP theft, there's hacking, there's state support, but let's not pretend we're innocent. The U.S. runs its own espionage operations. We've interfered in governments around the world. And when it comes to subsidies, the U.S. subsidizes agriculture, defense, oil and gas, Wall Street bailouts, and now tech firms under the CHIPS Act. We don't admit it. China does it openly because their system, the economy serves the nation. In our system, the economy serves shareholders. Currency manipulation? Well, that was true 20 years ago, but not anymore. China's actually spent the last decade propping up its currency to maintain stability. And non-tariff barriers, yes, China plays protectionist games, but so does everyone else, including us. We ban chip sales, restrict Huawei, embargo countries, and rewrite financial regulations to serve American interests. The reality is this: China didn't steal our prosperity, our own elites gave it away.
See, that's the truth. She just said it. That's the truth. Our elite sold us out. Nothing for the U.S. citizens. And look how we living. We got to change that, y'all. We have to change that. You can't take care of the rest of the world and say, screw us. You can't say all the money going to war and nothing for the U.S. citizens. Come on. So this is a big wake up. This is a big giant wake up. But we're going to look and see how China and Dubai really look. What they've been building their cities. Because our cities been falling apart. Let's have the real conversation. So let's see. Yeah, that's nice. Look at that building. Come on now. Look at that. Look at this. Look at all the lights. Come on. Look how they taking care of their people, man. And I ain't saying they exploiting their people for cheap labor. They is. But look how they living, though. Look what they built with the money. Look how they taking care of their cities. All our cities need to look like this. But they want to tell us China doing this and that. No. We got to do better. We have to do better. Only thing close we got close to this kind of is, what, Vegas? Come on now. Every city need to be nice like this. In America. Nice. Come on now. Our cities don't look nowhere near like this. All the glitz and glamour in New York. But it's rats everywhere. Nah. We got to stop with the make-believe and get into the reality. We got to get into the reality. It's a lot of, and it's going to take a lot of money. Y'all got to create new money for the people. You got to create new money for the people. Look at these buildings. Nice, man. Every city in America need to be vibrant, looking like this. Take better care of the people. Now let's look at Dubai. Everybody know that's the UAE, Dubai. Come on, man. A lot of rich and wealthy people go over there from all over the world, especially from here in America. A lot of your politicians got mansions over there. They ain't told U.S. citizens why they extort it. They claim all the money going to Ukraine when Ukraine say they ain't even get all the money. They don't know where it's at. We know where it's going. And they all got mansions over here in Dubai. That's the financial capital of the world. Them and Singapore. And then as far as Asia, you get into Beijing and Hong Kong. Look at this. Look what they doing over in Dubai for their people. And they citizens, they got to worry about nothing. No, they exploit the foreigners. That's wrong. The Indian foreigners. But look what they doing for their citizens. Look what they did for the people. Some nice buildings.
It is truly heartbreaking. I've had a number of in-depth conversations with Arab leaders here in Dubai.
Man, you know, you talking about, look at the mansions. The luxury cars. Like, I ain't saying we ain't got nothing here, but come on now, they taking better care of their citizens. It's way more wealth circulating in their cities and country than ours. Now, how is that? How is that? Why is that? We need to question things. That's nice, man. That's real nice. Look at the scenery in Dubai. Think they got homeless people over there in China and Dubai? You think they homes is falling apart? No, no. They living nice. We can see it. Look at this. We can see it. All right. That's nice. That's a nice garage. See, what happens is I got to show you this to show you what's really going on. Look how they living. Look how we living. Tents. Come on, man. People sleeping outside. Come on. Look at the scenery. Let's look at what's real. Even if you don't believe me, you can look at this and be like, wait a minute now. Look at Detroit. When y'all gonna fix up America for the people? Oh, but y'all want to get on TV, Fox News, and CNN and all this and say, oh, America is great. Even on the previous administrations, Biden, all the president, Obama, all of them, Obama bailed out Wall Street. Look how we living. This ain't just happening a few years, but happened for a long time. They never want to show this on TV. Why is that? Why y'all want to show this on TV? Oh, because you don't want everybody to wake up. We know what's going on. We live out here. And we sit up there and watch all the young people sit up there and watch y'all say, oh, America gonna be great and this and that. When they look up and they look at how they live and they don't believe none of that. Come on, man. Come on, look at it. I can't make it up. This right here. So that's what I'm talking about. We need to take better care of the people in America. We do all this big talking and they ain't helping the citizens. What we need to do is come together and speak on it. We got to speak on it, man. And that's what I'm doing now. And I expect all of us to do it. If anything we need to protest, this is what we need to protest. Y'all not taking care of U.S. citizens, and you don't care about us. Yeah, man. I mean, what else you want me to say? So let me say something. China cities are high tech. They clean, they organize. Yes, they exploit their people, and that's not good for shipping supplies over the world. But look how they living. Meanwhile, we falling apart. Dubai got metro systems. They got AI police infrastructure. They don't have the crime we got. Come on now. We supposed to be the leader, the world leader. And we don't even have a basic quality of life. Yeah. The U.S. government been lying for a long time, y'all. Claim we great. shipping jobs and manufacturing to China. Trillions go to war, but we can't even fix the potholes and the homelessness in America. Now, do that make sense? That don't make sense at all. Come on now, stop this. We can change it, but we got to get on them. Y'all got to take better care of the citizens. They try to censor truth tellers while Dubai and China building cities of the future. Come on now. So we need to invest in infrastructure for smart cities, modern infrastructure, clean transportation. We need to prioritize housing, especially big houses for U.S. citizens. We need high-paying jobs. Come on now, a man or woman can't take care of their family on these wages. The cost of living is ridiculous. Healthcare for everybody. Come on, man. We in the tech revolution. Everything digital tech. This stuff costs. People need more money for all this. And we around here global policing everybody. And really, we just in other countries trying to figure out how to store them, but not for the U.S. citizens' benefit. It's for those who rich and powerful. Nah, man. We need to do better. Our government got to tell the truth. We need more whistleblowers, and we need to innovate. And so, man, I'm inspired through all this because I want the best for all of humanity, but I know we need to do better here in America. We got to take better care of the people. A lot of people is giving up. We got to do better. We can't move forward like this. We have to do better. So thank y'all for watching. This is not sports right here. This is more like real life. You know what I mean? And we gotta, from time to time, we gotta hit with the real. Thank y'all for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate all y'all, especially here in Cleveland. Shout out to the world. Shout out to the citizens of China, Dubai. We see how y'all living. And we got to do better. All right, y'all. Peace.